Shalom, it's No Limit Eddie back with another video. So as you guys can tell, today I'm in the airport. I'm actually in the Cairo International Airport because today I began my 2-day journey from Cairo, Egypt over to Bangkok, Thailand. And the airline of choice for today is Gulf Air. My favorite airline in the world happens to be Qatar Airlines. I flew with them on a very long flight from Tanzania over to California. Super long flight, I think like 26 hours, and I freaking loved it. Not only do I love Qatar Airlines, but that has been voted the world's best airline 7 years in a row. And so there's been some rumbles on the internet that Gulf Airlines is actually the best airline in the Middle East, which means that it would actually dethrone Qatar. Is Gulf Air a hidden gem in the airline industry? Join me and let's find out. Now, anyone who travels a lot knows that the flight experience does not begin at the airport. It truly begins when you buy the ticket. So I went ahead and bought my ticket online. I got a one-way ticket from from Cairo, Egypt to Bangkok, Thailand, and I spent $285. Bought the ticket on Google, and then Google redirected me to a site called WeGo. And then after I purchased on WeGo, I just started getting emails from Gulf Air, right? So that's kind of how the process worked. They actually have you start off by walking through first class to tempt you so next time you get the upgrade. What's going on, guys? Got onto the plane. Now, they ended up putting me in seat 20E. So that's not the seat you want to be in. You can choose a seat, don't choose that one. Because the storage area, when I'm trying to put my stuff in, it's like gas containers over there. And maybe I can try to show you guys. Let me flip the camera around and show you. So you'll see right there, it says put my hand at no stowage, if you guys can see that. So you can't stow anything in there. So I ended up having to put mine in 19E, which hopefully is not going to be a problem. Hopefully nobody comes and is like, oh, this is my seat or whatever. But yeah, so that's the first thing. Overall, I showed you guys a little bit of first class. Hopefully you guys saw that. Right now I am, this is an economy class review, so I'm in economy class. I want to show you guys. I am sounding. I wanted to leave that part in because flying from Egypt, you're going to deal with this type of stuff. Just a loud conversation. Okay, so now I'm going to flip you guys around now the conversation is over. All right, now this right here is the first of the two flights, and it is a A321 Neo. That's the first plane we're on. The next plane is going to be a 787, all right? All right, so you have of course, the main infotainment screen right there. It has a USB charging port. This is the only charging port you get per seat. There's no charging port in the armrest. And then you also have a table. The table has a pretty nice slant going down it, which is cool. It's not super close to your knee, so it is raised up high enough to be comfortable. All right, so one thing that I got is this right here. It's like a pillow, I believe. So you gotta get that pillow. So headphones that came on the seat as well. I prefer to give you the headphones on your seat. Because I hate when you are like low-key trying to sleep and they come by and keep tapping you or wanting to give you stuff, or you end up missing something because you are asleep. So they give you the headphones right when you jump on a plane as well. And then right beneath the dining table, there's like right above the dining table, there's a place where you can put like a book or whatever right there. And then there is some extra storage space if you need it. The thing that I found pretty cool with the inflight infotainment is that light above can actually be controlled by clicking that button right there, on and off. There was also touchscreen volume rockers up and down. Right here, I'm deciding to go ahead and get it all set up. Let's go ahead and log in kind of situation. Go ahead and push English. The screen could have used a little wipe down. If it had some like alcohol wipes, it would have been nice. They hit me straight off the rip with an advertisement. How can it hit me with an ad when I pay for my ticket? Impossible, man. All right, they had a couple categories: movies, TVs, music, games, and ebooks. On the bottom left screen, where it says preparing for takeoff, at any point you can click on that and it'll give you like an up-to-date, like where you guys are at, how many hours left, how many minutes left, you know, what's kind of going on, rundown right there. This is a shorter flight, about 2-hour flight, and so they did have some movies, they did have some TV shows. A couple of them you'll recognize. I ended up watching a DC movie called Shazam. They have TV, couple of TV shows on here, which at first I didn't understand. I thought these were a selection of TV shows, but this is like Netflix where you have categories. So you click on them and then it'll open up more TV shows. So the selection of TV shows is pretty decent. The movies were okay. It wasn't loaded to the teeth with movies. They didn't have any ebooks. That's something to note. Even though they had that section on there was nothing to watch in there, and had a lot of different games for children to play, which is probably why the screen was smudgy from a kid playing on it beforehand, right? All right, and then you also have like this your trip section, which is cool. It kind of shows you where you're at now and where you're flying over. It'll give you like a 3D rendering. Now this is where I think Turkish has this place beat, because Turkish had actual cameras outside the camera. You can actually see the physical ground beneath you, which this Gulf airline doesn't have, right? But hey. Now, around an hour into the flight, I believe, or maybe 30 minutes into the flight, they brought out the meals. Now, I selected 2 meals, one for each flight. The first meal that I selected was a raw vegetable meal. I didn't know what to expect, and this is what I ended up getting. So it ended up being bread, which is cool, like a whole wheat bread, some sunflower butter, so it wasn't like a real actual cow's butter. Now, this right here I thought was pretty cool, that they give you like a container of water, but then they also give you a cup to pour that water into, which is unique. Then this right here was hummus with raw, freshly cut vegetables. Really nice. I'm a big fan of hummus. And then right above that, they gave you the container on the left, which is lemon with vegetables, and then a container on the right, just fruits. Now, personally, I enjoyed this meal. It was nice. It was perfect. And one thing that I respect was that they gave you actual like metal-ish silverware. Like it was like maybe made from like aluminum or something of the sort. Overall, meal number 1 was solid. You know what I mean? No complaints about it whatsoever. Now, after you eat, you might end up wanting to use the bathroom. I just came here to give you guys a tour. They had a place where there should have been cups in there. Maybe if you have mouthwash, pour that up. What up, what up? Definitely subscribe to the channel. Right here, you have tissue, you have the napkins to dry your hands off, different small things like that. Toilet, they had tissue on the outside of it. The bathroom was probably clean before takeoff, but again, like, I love Egyptians, but this probably is a fault of passengers more so than it is the fault of the airline. All right, 5'10", so you get a pretty decent amount of leg room in here, guys, not gonna lie. Also, the seats, they do, the armrests move up and down. Sometimes you guys see that, it moves up and down. I think you push this to recline the seats, and then there is no USB charger on these. When I flew Qatar last time, there was a USB charger, but not in this case. Okay guys, so flight number 1 is done. So that was a very short flight. It was on a A321 Neo, which was the name of the vessel, name that we flew on. Now I'm here in the country of Bahrain, in the capital, I believe it's called Manama, and I'm going to be here for like 15 hours. The biggest mistake that most people make that prevents them from living abroad is they try to save a bunch of money. Now, a bunch of money means different things to everyone. For some people, that's $5,000. For others, it's $50,000. Some people want to have 6 figures banked before they even make the move. Now, while the numbers are different, the mindset is always the exact same. I need to save money because when I move out of America, I won't be able to work. If I'm not able to work, I won't be earning money. If I'm not earning money, I would need to rely on my savings. That is a mindset that people use to justify their desire to save money before moving abroad. Now, take it from me, someone who's been living outside of America for the last 2.5 years and counting. You do not need to save a bunch of money before moving outside of America. In reality, all you need to do is figure out how to continue to make a consistent stream of income no matter where you are in the world. Do not get me wrong, you still should have money saved, tucked away in a bank account that you never touch, because all of your living and travel expenses should be paid by the money you're actively making. And that is what I figured out how to do. I figured out how to turn my phone into my office. So no matter where I am in the world, whether it's Egypt, Tanzania, Ghana, or where I am now in Thailand, I am making money. Now you might be saying, yo, that's great for you, but I have no idea how to make money online. If that's you, I put together a free training video. It's 10 minutes and 44 seconds long. Inside this video, I'm gonna break down the 3 steps that I use to replace my 9-to-5 job with an online business and how you can do the same. Full transparency, there is nothing at all for you to buy at the end of this video. If you watch the video and you feel like, hey, this business that he's talking about seems pretty interesting, I would like to do the same exact thing. If that's the case, you will be able to apply to speak with me on a Zoom call, which is 100% free. On that Zoom call, you and I would talk together to discuss if you and I working together would help you to reach your goals. So, in order to watch this video and have the ability to apply to speak with me, click the very first link in this video's description or visit nolimiteddy.com/opt-in. Click the very first link in this video's description and watch the free training and see if this is the right opportunity for you. Let's get back into the video. Okay, so what's going on, guys? So we're here now in the airport still. I ended up going ahead and grabbing myself some food. I went to a place called Limmy's. It's right behind me, actually. I just grabbed like 2 orders of hummus and bread. Just a cool little thing. The currency here is, this is a duty-free store. The currency here is far more expensive than the US dollar. So like, I think I spent like 4.5. There's like another food spot called Camden Foods. They had like a lot of vegan stuff here too. If you're plant-based, you can definitely find something that you might like. And they have coffee and teas and things like that. So I'm gonna come peek over here and show you guys this really big TV screen. But down there, you can actually play. It's like a children's play area, but you can actually play PlayStation right there, which is cool. Let me show you. So it's like an actual PlayStation place. So you can go there and hang out and do that. And then of course have like kids toys and all kind of stuff like that down there. Huge trampoline, pretty modern airport, like I said. One of the coolest. This reminds me of the airport I was in Qatar. There's definitely like a lot of like, this area is Christian Dior, a lot of like really big popular name brand stores and items like that here. There's Rolex, there's Mac over here. I'm sure you guys that here too. Samsung is here. PlayStation 5s are really hard to find over in the States, but like they have like PlayStations everywhere. Here, this looks like, it almost looks like a Tower of Babel. Interesting. MacBooks. I'm actually in the mood to replace my computer. I have never used MacBook before. I did used to have an iPod a super long time ago, but ever since then I've been Windows and Android user. So yeah. So here's some more of the airport. There's a restaurant up there called R12. You guys can already feel the theme of it. Really new, really up to date, really modern. I think this might be where you can rent out a car. This is a Maybach right here. I might actually get a picture in front of this Maybach for my community tab post. If you saw it, let me grab some right now. Beautiful car. So they have TGI Fridays, KFC, and a Burger King all back right there. They have this place right here called Food Gardens. It seems like it's kind of like a food court that's downstairs. I think they have other food courts in other parts of the mall, other parts of the airport as well. Okay, so this actually was a place that I ate at. This is a sign for it here, but the restaurant is on a whole other side of the airport. And it's so funny, like whenever you're filming on an airplane, people will like, especially if you have people sitting next to you, they're looking at you all weird and stuff. So you guys have no idea what we have to go through to film these videos. But it's always like, you're always gonna get some weird looks. Alright guys, so 15 hours later, we now are getting ready to board the second flight from Bahrain over to Bangkok, Thailand. So right here, a row in the middle and a row on that side. So there's 3 rows in this plane, so it's way, way bigger. I'm all the way in the back. I'm in row 51. Alright, that's ripped. The inflight infotainment is the exact same, but you can see this airplane is different. This is a B787. This is the 787 plane. The one we're in before was a 321 Neo, but this is a 787, okay? So this is the big one. Table, about the same as the other. Nothing special here, right? My bad. I have a place where you can put literature in right here. Storage compartment. Good amount of leg room. I don't know if this woman has her seat back yet, but good amount of leg room here. I'm around 5'10" for a point of reference. The difference though is this one came with a blanket on the seat, which is good because by the end of that last flight, man, I was getting cold. I ain't gonna lie to you. So this one came with the blanket on the seat already. I saw somebody else use it. I didn't even know this existed. So it's a cup holder, so you can put your drinks and stuff right there, which is cool. But, when I was boarding this flight here, there was a whole lot of confusion with the seats. A lot of people were like trying to switch seats. I want this seat, I want that seat. If you want a specific seat, make sure that you book that seat when you're doing your ticket. Okay, that's my advice. Do not try to get a specific seat when you get here. Book it in advance. Okay, because it was like 2 minutes sitting there and talking to that, and some people trying to like move themselves to a window seat and not do that. But it's like disrespect the seating policy. Sit where you're supposed to sit and be a positive civilian. Movies. Okay, it might be more movies because this one says 163. I was watching this one, Shazam! Fury of the Kings. It was a good movie. I didn't get to finish it though. Angry Birds, yeah, same thing. Okay, so pretty much the same thing on both in-flight infotainments, but this one does seem to me to have more movies. Now, Gulf Airlines let me down. Remember I talked earlier about they allowed me to pick my 2 meals. I picked a raw vegetable meal for the first flight, and then I picked a vegetarian meal for the second flight. They did not bring me my vegetarian meal, so I basically got a meal minus an entree because they had chicken, beef, and fish, which I didn't eat any of those 3 options. So they gave me the dessert, the water, and the vegetables, but I didn't actually get an entree. So this right here was like a babusa style thing, but it had pudding on the inside of it. Pretty nice, guys. Pretty nice. Middle Eastern dessert. So we're like 2 hours into the flight, and they came around and brought food. Okay, so this I should have showed you guys the food already. Just want to make a note because the Airbnb is not too loud in the plane. So that's something to keep in mind. So if you are allergic to fish, be very mindful that the plane did have a very pungent smell of fish because that was one of the meals they gave. So you might want to have like a Benadryl on hand, or if you have an allergic reaction to the smell of fish, just be mindful of that because they do get fish on this flight. Okay, in case anybody out there is allergic to fish, I'm not, but I know a lot of people are. All right, bathroom tour. You got the lock right over there. You got the door handle right there. Now, when you look over at the toilet, nice ambient light in the background, place to flush it. This bathroom was far, far cleaner than the original flight. I think it's because I'm not leaving from Egypt this time around. Hand washing station. The soap has a very, very nice odor to it, a very nice smell. Tissue is pretty much organized. So this is me in the mirror. Make sure to like today's video. Leave a like on the video, guys. I greatly appreciate it. This helps this channel to grow, and I can continue to make these type of videos for you guys. All right, now 48 hours later, okay, you can see by this language back there that looks like Ethiopian writing, I am now here in Bangkok, Thailand. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've flown with Gulf Air. I did 2 flights with them. I did an A321 Neo and an Airbus, Boeing 787, I believe it was, which is a flight I just got off of. The second flight was huge, really big plane. Here's my thoughts and opinions about Gulf Air, okay? Overall, would I fly it again? Yes, 100%. Is it anywhere near a Turkish Airlines, a Qatar Airlines? Not in my personal opinion, okay? But the price is outrageous. The price is outrageously good. For a full trip here, only spending $285. They did feed me both times. They did end up coming around and giving snacks towards the end. The customer service was really, really nice. And not just like okay, but nice, you know. I've had flights experiences with in particular KLM Airlines where I felt really disrespected. I felt really like I wasn't treated correctly. This flight here, however, was good. The staff was nice. The price, like I said, was very reasonable. The facilities, like the bathrooms and the plane itself, was clean. Initially, the food was decent. Right now, is this going to be my go-to airline? No, but out of all the airlines that I've flown, I would rank this one second. They come second to Qatar, and Qatar is the world's best airline. I would say, my personal opinion. Third, and this is kind of a battle. Like second could also be Turkish because I had a really good time on Turkish as well, but the price was just. You know what? It's 50-50 because the price is good because I live in Egypt and I flew here, so it wasn't a far distance. When I flew Turkish, I flew all the way from America to Tanzania, so that was a really long flight. So of course the ticket was more expensive, and I think also about a one way. It was like $800. So yes and no, right? The price might vary a little bit, but yeah, overall highly recommend Gulf Air. I had no problem with it. I would definitely fly it again. And somebody said, Eddie, should I fly Gulf? I would say, yeah, go for it, man. It's pretty solid. I would say pay for your ticket. Pay for the seat that you want, because they may give you a booth seat. So get a good seat by paying for it. Number two, I would say, man, if you can, upgrade to the first class. The first class look really nice, but just in this case scenario, I saw the video that people like to watch for the economy class. So I said, okay, let's do the economy. But I would like to do a first class experience with Gulf Air on a longer leg, a longer flight. So leave a comment, like this video if you feel like that's something you want to see me do, okay? Now, with that being said, I'm going to be heading over to baggage claim. But if you are an American and you're looking to move here, where I am now, in Thailand, or anywhere else in the world for that matter, and you're looking to replace your 9-to-5 job with a stream of online income so that you don't have to stress about how you're going to make a living while living abroad, what I want you to do is to click that first link in the description of today's video, or visit NoLimitEddie.com, okay? Because I'm going to be helping 10 Americans create a online course business to replace their 9-to-5 job, so that no matter where they are in the world, they can be making money, right? You have like a steady stream of USD being deposited into your account. That's what I've been doing. Check my page, over 355 videos. Got videos from back when I was 18 years old. I'm 24 now. Well, I'm almost 24. I'm 23. But yeah, if you want to know how to make money online, how I'm able to just pop up in and out of countries at will. Some lady had got a leg stuck in here and got it ripped off, supposedly, in Thailand. So I'm very careful with these things. Yes, but if you want to know how to do that, first link in the description of today's video. I'm going to be helping 10 Americans create a online course business, all right? But with that all being said, see you guys in the next one. Y'all willing. Shalom.